This is the plaintiff, Ariana Adams. She says the defendant, her ex-boyfriend's mother, stole her valuable belongings from a storage locker they once shared. The defendant was the only one who had a key to the unit, and the cops said there were no signs of forced entry, so this sticky-fingered woman surely owes her $4,700. This is the defendant, Anne. She says the plaintiff is the one who took all her stuff, and now she's trying to pull a fast one by blaming her. She never took one thing of the plaintiff's, treated the ingrate like her own daughter, and this whole thing is ludicrous. She's accused of helping herself to everything. The defendant has filed a countersuit for $3,000 for past due rent and car repairs.
All parties, please raise your right hand. Be seated. Come to order, please. Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome,
Okay, Ariana Adams, you are suing Anne. You've asked to be referred to only as Anne, and we'll do that. For $4,700 that you say she stole from a joint storage facility. You are counterclaiming against her $3,000 for back rent, storage, car repairs, and harassment. What is your relationship to her?
Her son is my significant other.
Who's that gentleman with you?
That's my best friend since middle school.
Okay, that's not her son.
No.
Okay. So what happened?
Okay. Her son and I rented an apartment from October 1st until December 31st of 2012. On that date, we moved our stuff out of our apartment in Jamaica, Queens, because there was black mold in our bathroom.
Do you have children together?
No.
Okay.
So then we did that, and when I was going to move back upstate to Albany, New York, she offered for me to stay at her house. We moved our belongings to her house. On the 3rd of January, before that, her son and I were talking about getting a storage unit because she lives in like a lower level apartment, so it's not much space. And then she said, why don't you get one around the corner so that we can all have our stuff here together? Okay, I found one online. We went to go look at it on the 3rd of January. We went, signed
How long had you been dating the boy?
For 4 years.
Oh, a long time. All right, so you know her well.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead. Have you always had a good relationship with her?
I mean, it's been on and off. She's flip-flop sometimes. One day she likes you, the next day she doesn't.
Okay.
So,
like any mother-in-law. Right. All right, go ahead. Like any boyfriend's mother. Go ahead.
So then we get the storage room. We moved the stuff in. We moved her stuff in also. I stayed at her place for the month of January. There's some stuff happened throughout the month.
What?
And just, I don't know. It was just like back and forth stuff with her son had happened, going back and forth. And it was just like.
I don't know what you mean. That's not clear. Put your hand down. I'm going to hear your version in a moment. What's your version on what happened in January?
Oh, in January, like her son had got into some trouble, and then it was.
What kind of trouble? Criminal trouble?
No. It was,
she says yes, so she doesn't care. All right, criminal trouble. And then what happened?
Okay, then it was like the family was like, they were on me for why he got in trouble. So.
Well, how were you responsible for how he got in trouble?
I'm always
What happened in January, ma'am?
They went out together. They end up bickering. Once they bicker, he goes her way, she goes in his way. Not a problem. But anytime
I think you meant she goes her way, he goes his way.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
It's always a bickering issue. Something happened in the club, and I guess he got caught up in certain things. He got pulled aside for it.
I don't know what that means. Did he get arrested?
Yes, he got arrested.
Okay.
So the case was dismissed because it was just not true or anything. But it's always the same group of friends. They know that, she knows that, he know that. But once they bicker, they bicker.
I don't know what you mean. You mean that when your son and his girlfriend have a fight, he goes out with people who are no good?
Right, because all of them have the same friend. All of them have the same friend.
All right.
They all
and
have
she
the
should
same
know better
friend.
and not fight with him so he won't go out and get arrested?
No.
Why isn't he here? No. This is his mother and his girlfriend. Why isn't he here? Where is he? You guys are from where? Oh, so far. You guys are very close. He's right here. Why isn't he here?
He doesn't want to get involved.
Oh,
I have a statement from him.
Go ahead.
He doesn't want to get involved. So, but I told him if they continue on with this bickering, this will always be the outcome. Because she knows how to pull his buttons. I'm the calm one. And
really, why doesn't he just control himself? I mean, it sounds like,
You're right.
If she's not right for him, she's not right for him. If
And I say the
she
same
brings
thing.
out the worst in him, I
Yes.
understand what you're saying.
Yes.
Then you encourage
Yes.
your child to make better choices and
I
to move
do,
on.
but-
But you can't live his life either.
Right, I don't.
Right.
So I said, well, these are the end results of what you do.
But you can get him out of your house and out of your contracts and out of your, there's no reason for you as a grown woman to have to, how old are you?
I'm 21.
How old is he?
He's 21.
Okay. So you kind of make the choice
Right.
to have them in your life and in that room and in your kitchen and in your
To a
toilet
certain-
and
to a
too
certain
much in
degree.
you,
Right, to a certain degree.
Yeah, that's
I gave
enabling.
I gave them stipulations.
All right, so you end up, whatever is the reason, you end up moving out to Albany, correct or not correct?
Yes, I
Okay,
told
you
her
moved
I
to
wanted
Albany.
to
Now
leave.
we have the remaining situation that you have stuff in a storage unit with her. What happens?
Okay, I got a job offer in the city. I had a couple more interviews lined up. I said, okay, I'm gonna get some clothes.
This is when?
This is March 25th. I go to the storage unit, get my clothes out that I needed, and I'm like, all right, I need a certain pair of shoes. I go to look for the shoes, and I'm like, I started screaming to the top of my lungs, like, my shoes are gone. They were
You have
in
to scream at the top of your lungs over that?
Yes.
Okay.
I collect. So it's just,
I collect what?
I collect sneakers, I collect shoes.
Were you going to
and-
wear sneakers to the interview?
No, and that's the whole thing. I couldn't wear sneakers. But the other interviews I had were office settings, like in fashion and accessory offices. So I was like, okay, I need dress shoes for this. I get there, my shoes are gone. I have 2 pictures that show before and after of like what was there and what I moved in and what was there when I got there.
Okay, let me see the pictures.
They're labeled.
You're suing, according to you, for 10 pairs of Michael Jordan sneakers at $120 a pair.
Yes. And there
How
were
do you
other,
have 10 pairs of Michael Jordan sneakers?
because when my grandmother was alive, that was the last bit of her that I was holding on to. When
She had
was
Michael Jordan sneakers, your
No,
grandma?
she bought them for me because she knew how much I love sneakers and how much I like to collect.
You're suing for an additional $2,000 for 20 pairs of shoes.
Yes, ma'am. Because they were my dress shoes. They were like little slides. There were boots in there.
You're suing for $150 for a queen comforter
Yes, it was a
and
comfort.
$200 for a feather bed,
Yes.
and then $1,000 for loss of work. Why?
Because I couldn't go on any interviews. I had no clothes to wear.
Why didn't you just go to Payless and buy a $10 pair of shoes to match?
I wasn't
whatever-
working.
Okay. Well, you couldn't find anybody with your same shoe size. You
have
couldn't
one
find your friend
friend.
for $10 to go help you buy a pair of shoes so you can go to an interview. Instead, you want me to make her pay you $1,000? Okay. Do you have proof that you had a job interview that you truly didn't go to over a pair of shoes?
I have emails that show that I had, like, it shows the dates of the interviews. I can show them to you.
Nah, not really. Okay. Do you have a receipt for the feather bed, the queen comforter, 20 pairs of shoes, or 10 pairs of Michael Jordan sneakers?
All of those things I've collected them over probably the
Do you have
last
any
10,
receipts,
11
yes or no?
years. No.
Okay. All right. Now, so do you have any proof of the loss of this stuff or the value of this stuff?
I have a statement from her son.
Oh, you have a statement from her son.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
No.
Oh, well, here we go. Now the fun starts.
Anything else?
On this lease agreement, the lady from the public storage place, she highlighted that the only persons who have sole access to it are those listed as authorized access.
And who are the people listed as authorized
It was her and her son. And he never had access to the key because whenever he would ask her,
I'm
she
writing
would
this
tell him
statement in
no.
regards to the small claims case, blah, 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 blah. Items that I personally helped move into the storage unit were no longer in there were Ariana's Nike Jordan sneaker collection, a hamper filled with shoes she owned, her clothing, as well as her feather bed and covers. All my belongings originally placed there were still in the storage unit. What's going on? Did you steal the stuff from the unit?
No.
Why does your son think you did? That's your son.
I didn't take a thing.
According to you, she owes you $3,000, $300 for rent in January and February at $150 a month at your house.
Yes.
Yeah, but you were letting her stay there to
Both of them.
Right, but you were
Right.
letting them stay there at your largesse because of your generosity. When did they
No.
start owing you rent?
No. The agreement was, I said, let's all have a conversation in this kitchen. I said, first of all, if you could have paid $1,000 where you were and that you lost the apartment, you're here now, between both of y'all, it's going to be $150 each. That was December when they moved in.
Did she
January,
tell you
nothing.
that?
She said that we could pay her. I tried to give her $200 on multiple occasions. She said, no, keep that for your pocket, save it, put it in a shoebox from your room out.
Were you guys supposed to pay $150 each?
No, there was never a set amount.
So why were you giving her $200, offering her
Out of good faith. You opened your home to me. At least that's the least I can do. You know what I'm saying? That's how I felt about it after it was her idea. And then she put it on her son because he was working.
You're suing for $184.45 for storage unit for 3 months from January, February, and March. That's the amount, the total
Yes.
amount of the storage unit?
Yes.
Didn't
for
she
3
pay
months.
January?
No, she didn't.
I have it
She
right here.
No, she didn't.
I have it right
No,
here.
I have it right here also.
And I have that same one. I
Okay.
have it right here with my
Negative.
card
Let me
that
tell you
my
what-
mom
what
uses.
we
What,
went to
you're
the
suing for,
council.
yeah,
Right.
this is fascinating.
Yeah.
$1,500 for car repairs. Why are you
Yes.
suing for that?
Okay, because when my son decided not to come home and it ended up in Albany and broke down, and I told
When
both
did
of
that
them.
happen?
In April, he drove down. May, they called me.
It happened in May.
Wait, of 2012?
April 2012.
Okay, but all this other stuff happened in January of 2013?
Right.
Okay.
So I said, okay. I said, I was going to squash everything. It's done. It's over. This is a child compared to, because I'm just getting tired of the ups and downs. This is ridiculous.
Let me just tell you, you
Right.
know what the
This-
best thing
this
you
is-
could have done is just,
Said no.
yeah, well,
Right.
said no, but that's gone.
Right.
But squash it, like you called it.
Right.
But
Call
here's
it
the
a day.
problem that we have. She brought you to court because she says
Exactly.
that you cleaned her out.
No, negative.
Okay.
That's
and
negative.
well, if you think they owe you $1,500, that might be a motive for you cleaning her out.
Oh,
Why does
no.
your own son think you
No.
did it?
No. My son does.
The car repairs, why, if it's your son's car, why does she owe you $1,500 for car repairs?
Because they've been using it from beginning the car got fixed, and I told him,
But
if
who
I'm
is the
fixing
legal
them,
owner of the car?
his father is.
Say it again?
His father.
Okay, so, you know, and it's a car that you, so his father gave him the car? Or
For school.
Okay, well, that's, but this, okay. You know,
Okay.
you
Yeah, I know.
understand?
I understand. But,
but seriously.
once you came here in May and you want to move over
The
there,
last
I'm
thing
no
you're
longer
suing for is
obligated.
harassment, $1,015.55, I guess, to bring you to the statutory maximum. Tell me what's going on with that.
Oh.
In April, what happens?
April 1st, it was spring break. It was my tenant's daughter's birthday. I hear a big bang on my door. Bang, bang. The whole house shook. I went to the door. I peeked outside. I go, okay, who's this person? I don't know who this person is. Arian.
Who is the
standing up on-
person?
I don't know.
It was my sister.
Your sister.
Okay.
Go on.
All right. So I said, okay. Now I see Ariana standing there. I called my tenant upstairs, said, go outside and see what they want. Oh, if you don't open up this door, I'm going to kick down this door, blah, 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 blah. Really, I have my grandson and I have my son at home. I'm not opening up the door. So when the police came, she gets in a white vehicle and she drives off. She leaves her sister in the cut of the driveway.
Wait, she leaves her sister
Yeah.
there? Did you leave your sister there?
I went around the corner to meet her son. And I was like, well, do you want to go back to the house and see if she'll open the door? I don't want to just go in. My
But
sister.
why is your sister there banging on the
She
door?
knocked on the door probably like 3
do
4
what?
times.
Why are you there?
Because I was going to pick up my belongings from the storage place to empty the storage room out. So I was like, you live right around the corner. I feel as if you have taken my things because you were the last
okay,
person
this is
to
when you
access.
discovered the stuff. But your
and I
sister happens to be with you?
My sister was with me to help me move my belongings.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. So if you're in a relationship and there's a lot of fighting and bickering, especially toward the beginning, is that a sign you should bail?
Yes. Absolutely.
Why do you say yes? I mean, can't you work through some of these things?
No, you can't. They've already built up bad habits that can't be broken with that bickering.
So if you really love somebody, but you can't get along with them real well, would you try to make it better or would you leave them?
Leave them.
You would leave them, seriously. How about you?
Well, I don't know. It depends on how much you really love the person, because if you really love someone, you'll like work through what you have to do to get to like where you want to be with that person. You know what I mean? Like if you really love someone, like
So a nuclear argument, you just got to really love them, right?
yeah, you have to really love them. You want to be with them.
Okay. Okay, going inside the courtroom.
Ladies, you guys have formed what we call in Spanish un arroz con mango. Do you know what that means? A rice with mangoes, where you can't tell where the mango begins and the rice ends. You cannot tell. I cannot tell. I look at this and I think you're nuts. Because when you tell me that you want $1,000 for not being able to go to a job interview, you sound like a complete idiot. Do you really think I'm an idiot? That you can't go to an interview, so you're going to charge her $1,000? Seriously? And then you've got $1,200 worth of Michael Jordans, but you don't have a place to shack? You know, I mean, the whole thing is weird. You look perfectly normal. You want $2,000 for 20 pairs of shoes? You have 20 pairs of shoes, but you can afford 20 pairs of shoes stop. That cost $2,000, but you can't afford $10 to go to an interview? Stop. You tell me, oh, she owes me for rent. But you're the same lady who, frankly, I don't know. You make me uncomfortable. You make me uncomfortable because now not only is she accusing you of taking some of her stuff, but your son, according to this affidavit, says you went in there. You're the only other person with the key, besides, of course, your boyfriend. How much do you trust your boyfriend in the woods?
Have a key.
Okay.
I have the key
Then
right here.
you want her to pay $1,500 in your son's car repairs because apparently your son is so infantilized by the both of you. Okay. Neither one of you say, hey, listen, you go to court with me.
No.
Or else you're done. No, neither one of you say that. You're still going to date him, and you're still going to house him.
No.
Yeah, no, I should say not.
No.
I should say not. You want her to pay $1,500 that clearly is your son's car. It's in his father's name, but somehow she's got to foot the bill. You want harassment charge. By the way, your sister ended up getting busted, right?
They arrested.
She got arrested for harassment.
It wasn't even really an arrestment. They just brought her over to where I was.
She's charged with a crime.
She wasn't.
What was she? Let me see what she got charged with. When's her court date?
It's in June.
For trespassing?
Yeah, that's all it was for. It was, and the police officer
Wouldn't
told
she
us
just
that.
leave when they told her to leave? Is that what the problem is? Your sister has
Pretty
like
much,
an anger management problem?
No, she doesn't. She knocked on the door.
No, she did not.
Yeah, but you don't get a trespassing violation for knocking on the door.
Okay, she knocked multiple times.
For my tenant.
But even that doesn't get the police. They just say go away.
Right.
So what really happens?
No, seriously.
What's your police report?
No,
I
I have letters from.
No, I want to see letters. Does anybody have a police report?
There was no police report made. That's the only thing. He said the judge will throw it out because you've never been in any trouble before.
Okay. All right, take this thing back. that date is perspective.
Ridiculous.
This is unbelievable.
This is
unbelievable.
I don't know why I'm here.
I got my suspicion about what might or might not have happened, but I have to end up believing you for you to win your case and you for you to win your case. And quite frankly, I wouldn't believe either one of you if your tongues came notarized. And that's the problem that we're having. You don't have a $4,700 case against her, and you don't have a $3,000 case against her. Let me tell you what the best thing for both of you would be. You need to go find yourself a man, not a boy. And you need to tell your boy to become a man and get out of your house. Okay? He doesn't need to choose. He just needs to be gone. He needs to be gone. He needs to make his own decisions. You can't choose for him, but he needs to be gone. And you need to stop enabling him. Good luck, ladies, because I can't rule for either one of you.
Well, both sides come out with nothing here in this case, and so what's your reaction? You're the plaintiff here. You sued for $4,700.
I mean, I know she did it. She's just so overbearing. She's a controlling person. She's crooked.
How did you think it was going to end when you moved in to your boyfriend's mom's house?
Like, it wasn't going to end good, and this is how it is.
All right, right around the corner this way. All right, come on out here and tell me what's your feeling on the outcome. You got nothing for what you sued for either, because judge couldn't believe you.
I'm happy with the outcome.
What are you happy about?
It was ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
You gonna let your son stand on his own 2 feet from now on?
Yeah, he is.
How are you gonna do that?
When I get home, I'll figure that out.
All right, Harvey, what do you got?
This guy is a slacker. They are excusing him over and over again, and he is a bad guy in many ways. That will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.